I knew it was going to be a weird day when a stranger started yelling, "Open up! I have the right to see the horses!" through my front gate intercom at 7 in the morning in a robe, no less, holding what looked like a plastic badge from a cereal box. Then, 10 minutes later, 3 sheriff cruisers rolled up like I was harboring a fugitive in the barn. You want to talk crazy? Buckle in. Okay, let me back up. Name's Dale, 42, retired Army, now running a ranch out in northern Arizona. Not one of those massive cattle empires or anything, just 20 acres of heaven for horses, 3 goats, a chicken named Geraldine who thinks she's a dog, and enough fences to keep out coyotes and, apparently, unstable neighbors with an overdeveloped sense of entitlement. My wife, Mel, she's the calm one, sharp, no-nonsense, and just happens to be a decorated homicide detective with the county. That detail? Important. You'll see. We moved here 5 years ago, built the house ourselves, sweat, blisters, fights over tile, grout colors, the whole American dream. Peace and quiet was the goal. But about 6 months ago, a new neighbor moved in down the road. Her name, I kid you not, was Karen. Real name. Age somewhere between owns 17 throw pillows and yells at Target employees. She had that voice that sounds like someone left a kettle screaming, high-pitched, breathy, always 2 decibels too loud. From day one, Karen treated the whole area like her personal suburb, even though this was ranch land, not HOAville. She knocked on our door the first week to inform us she didn't like the smell of our horses. Said it made her rescue Pomeranian nervous. I asked her politely to reconsider buying land near, a ranch, if she didn't like the occasional manure scent. She called me uncooperative. Mel just smiled and shut the door. Now fast forward to the day of the incident. It's early April, air's still cool, dew on the fence rails, and I'm out feeding the horses when I hear a voice on the intercom at the front gate. We've got cameras too, and the screen inside shows Karen, wearing some kind of white fluffy robe and oversized sunglasses, poking the intercom like it owes her money. I let it go. Figured she'd wander off. She didn't. Instead, she called 911. 10 minutes later, like I said, 3 sheriff's cruisers screech up our dirt road. Lights flashing. Sirens off, thank God, or the horses would have trampled the paddock. I met them at the gate, arms raised slightly like, "Really, guys?" One officer, I recognized Joel, used to come by from Mel's Sunday chili cookouts. He looked sheepish as hell. "Hey, Dale," he mumbled, rubbing the back of his neck. "We got a call from someone claiming there was illegal livestock activity and, possibly stolen animals on your property." I nearly laughed. Illegal livestock? What, like underground goat fighting? Karen popped out from behind the cruiser like a jack-in-the-box. "There!" she screeched, pointing toward our barn. "That one right there. He's hiding mistreated horses. I have evidence." "You mean those horses I've had for 4 years? The ones my vet checks every month?" I said calm, too calm. Karen waved some blurry photos on her phone, yelling something about animal rights and neighborhood access codes. That's when Mel came outside, bathrobe, coffee in one hand, badge in the other. Not a fake badge, a real one. Silver, gleaming in the morning sun, with her name and rank engraved. "I'm Detective Melanie Ross, County Homicide Division," she said, voice steady as a freight train. "This your official complaint, ma'am?" You should have seen Karen's face. She looked like someone yanked her soul out with salad tongs. Karen tried to backpedal, said it was a misunderstanding, but Mel wasn't having it. She asked the deputies to check the body cams, log the call, and start documenting false report charges. Karen's eyes darted around like she was looking for an escape tunnel. But the thing is, she didn't leave. Oh no, she doubled down. Over the next 2 weeks, she filed 4 more complaints. Said our fence was blocking her spiritual ley lines, whatever the hell those are. Called animal control because she claimed the rooster, we don't own one, was waking her up. Even mailed the county a handwritten letter claiming our chicken Geraldine was a menace to public decency. Geraldine, the chicken who eats grapes and naps under a porch swing. So we started digging. Mel pulled a few strings, ran her name through public records. Turns out Karen's been booted from 2 gated communities for harassment. Filed restraining orders on 3 previous neighbors, all of which were tossed out. Even tried to sue a farmer's market for emotional damage caused by aggressive radishes. I'm not making this up, but here's the twist: we weren't the target. Not really. Turns out, Karen had her eye on our land. Not for herself, but for her brother-in-law, who works in luxury rustic development. She'd already talked to a few folks in town, hinting we were on the way out. That's why she was escalating. She thought if she made life hard enough, we'd pack up and sell. Classic harassment by paperwork. So we set the trap. Mel invited Karen over one afternoon under the pretense of neighborly truce. Baked cookies, laid out lemonade, even wore pearls like it was a scene from Leave It to Beaver. Karen showed up, smug as a cat, near a birdcage. We had the recorder running legally. Arizona's a one-party consent state, and within 15 minutes, Karen spilled it. Talked all about how developers are going to make this place worthwhile, and how some people need to know when they're not wanted. Mel sipped her lemonade and nodded. Got the whole thing on tape. A few days later, Karen got a letter not from us, but from the county attorney's office, filing formal charges for filing false reports, intent to harass, and interfering with peaceable enjoyment of property. Boom. But Karen? Oh, she didn't slink away quietly. Nope. She went full scorched earth, called in the State Department of Agriculture, claiming we were breeding illegal pigs. We don't have pigs. Claimed Mel was abusing her badge for personal vendettas. Investigated. Cleared. Twice. Then she tried to break into our barn one night. Didn't know we had motion-activated spotlights and a little device Mel rigged that plays the sound of a charging bull. Set off. Karen screamed, fell backwards into the water trough, and ran home soaking wet and screeching like a cat in a thunderstorm. We got on camera. Every dripping second. Final straw came when she showed up with a clipboard and two guys in ties, claiming they were with the Regional Council for Land Redistribution. Mel opened the door in full uniform. "Oh," she said, "you mean the council I sit on?" Those men looked like they wanted to dissolve into vapor. Karen? Red as a lobster. They left. Fussed. A month later, Karen moved. No big announcement. No for sale sign. Just one day, the house was empty and quiet. A local realtor told us the land deal fell through. Her brother-in-law pulled out. Apparently, no one wanted to build next to that cop couple with a weird chicken. So yeah, that's how my wife, the detective, stared down a deranged HOA wannabe land pirate and won. Not with yelling, not with threats, but with paperwork, patience, and one very confused chicken. If you ever had a neighbor who thought they were sheriff, mayor, and spiritual gatekeeper rolled into one, tell me your story. I'm all ears. And if you ever get married, marry someone who knows the law and can bake cookies under pressure. Trust me,